Hi everyone, welcome. So, squash. We are making squash crisps today. We have these beautiful squash. They're round. They look like tennis balls or something. They're amazing. You can do a lot with this. You can cut it in half, scoop out the insides, and put vegetables or ground beef or lamb in here and make little cups like stuffed squashes. You can saute, you can bake, you can do just so many things. And because of their beautiful shape, all we're going to do is slice them into rondelles and put some Parmesan cheese and spices on top, put them in the oven at a very high temperature, which is 425, and I preheated it forever because we've been doing other things. So the oven's nice and hot, and let's see how they turn out. So we'll take one, and I am going to make them about 1/4 of an inch thick. It doesn't have to be perfect, but, and truth be told, I only have one thing of cheese that I bought at Mario Brothers. They didn't have any more, so we'll see how many like rondelles we actually make. We might run out of cheese, but you'll know how to do it. That one's too thick. Let me take this one. I'm gonna put these over. Rule number 1, don't have rolling things on your cutting board when you're cutting. Note to self. Okay. With that, I mean, this is a pretty simple dish. It takes about, I would say, 17 minutes to make. So if you are doing this at home, I would like to know what you paired this with, because it's so easy to make and it's so, quick and fun that it's kind of amazing. So it's kind of rewarding to do something in a quick amount of time or short amount of time. I'm not making sense, but I think you understand that this is going to be a fast, simple recipe. So we'll add a little salt, just a tiny bit. Parmesan cheese is a very salty cheese in general, so I'm just adding a tiny bit of salt and a little pepper. And I'm gonna add a little paprika, just for some flavor. I'm gonna try not to dump it on, but I might end up doing that. Now, if you wanted to, if you were still cooking, you could technically take these off, put them back on the tray, take all of that spice and use the spice for something else. There's no rule and there's no reason why you need to waste spice. So there's not that much, but there is quite a bit of spice. And so you could do that if you were trying to conserve your dollars by not just like putting spice all over a tray that you're not going to use. So then I am going to just cover the zucchini, and I think we'll have enough. We do have enough, which is good. Okay, now that I've made sure we have enough, I'm going to go a little further on the edges, because what I'd like to see is the edges get really crispy from the Parmesan. And ideally, what I hope happens is that that sticks around, and when I take it up with a spatula, it's gonna be like little jagged, delicious pieces of Parmesan, but we'll see what happens. Okay, so then I'm just going to make it a little even on the top, so it's not so thick on the top that it doesn't bake. And that's it. I'm gonna pop it in the oven for 15 minutes at 425, like I said, and hopefully these come out really well. Otherwise, they won't, and we'll all know together. Let's do it. We'll see you soon. Hey, so we're back. It took way longer than 15 minutes to even get these remotely cooked. And I'm not really sure how I feel about this recipe at all. This is the first time I've tried it, and I had the idea, and sometimes you have an idea and it goes really well, and sometimes you have an idea and it's sort of a fail. But either way, I learned from it today, and I think I do a few things differently, like add less cheese. Instead of grated, I use shredded, and I think I put it in the broiler to get it really crisp. But with that said, it doesn't look terrible. And some of the Parmesan cheese is sticking around like little flowers. But I'm not so sure where like the crisp is going to come in on this. We'll see. It's pretty though. This is kind of crispy actually. Just do a few more. Okay. So, squash crisps. To be determined whether they're good or not, but they don't look that bad on the plate. Have a nice day.